FaZe. Tell me why I don't even have the fucking thing on right now, too. YouTube. Who the fuck is that guy? Oh, Merc and Maven are doing grand finals? Fuck yeah.
But yeah, we're going to take a look at Optic and what they have done. It has been unbelievable.
Each have won 3 times. This is the 7th match.
The BO7 and the BO7 on BO7. It is what it is.
Our guy Brian Stats for that one. But yeah, we're going to take a look at
I'm so
Optic and
scared
what they
right now.
have done.
Don't be scared.
It's been unbelievable when it comes to land. But Major One, it was just
the boys are ready, man. They are so ready.
Yo, and it starts on Colossus too. I mean, you can't ask for a more fucking up in your face map than Colossus HP to get us going.
They are oozing confidence, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
We got Merc and Maven on the mic to close out the weekend. Chad, it's been an absolute pleasure all weekend long. We got one final series. Optic FaZe Grand Final, best of 7.
DB5.
It's the series we wanted,
Barlow.
too. It's the series we wanted. It's the series that Shotzzy called. It's going to be a fun one. Fist bumps are out. Here we go. 4 maps needed to win. Whoa! Whoa!
Chat,
here we go!
It's time. When I say green, you say green.
Whoa!
Green.
Whoa!
Green.
Whoa!
Green.
Whoa!
Ladies and fucking gentlemen, the grand final starts right now. Come on.
Gotta come out hot here. FaZe obviously just played their series, shut out that initial
There he is.
heat.
The
We got
boy
Big
that was
Chunkus
promised.
with a 5. Thank you, Big Chunkus.
The arrival of the Catalyst. He who is known as the Savior. He who is known as Mercury.
Come on.
Wipe away the 2nd place finish in Major 1 and walk away here a champion.
Opening break.
The best of 7 starts now as we get into the nitty-gritty. Hard point on Colossus. War to kick us off.
Okay,
break goes to FaZe.
That's 4 down.
It's all good. They get a grenade kill.
Is, right, you're coming off of playing a couple of matches in a row.
Just baiting us into that hill.
If you're Optic, you know they're going to come
Shed
out.
on. Shed on.
That's exactly how you respond.
Shed on.
3 dead in the feed. A boost and the last one alive. It's a 4 dead for FaZe.
Shed on.
4 dead.
Split spawn's coming in.
From the boys.
On the side of FaZe.
And I think what's a lot different for Optic this year versus some of their great teams in the past. If they weren't hot, if they weren't slaying, hardpoint could be a struggle point. Now they can get outslayed by 10 to 20. It's not often
Okay,
they do. They're still
it's bad time, Daz.
Still sometimes winning hard
Yeah,
points.
it's bad time, Daz.
This is an unreal team.
FaZe
They
gonna
play
have the
games
P2
right
row.
away. They have all the pieces.
All right.
I'm not trying to overgas it, but they're just unreal.
See what the break looks like. Going around the back.
They absolutely deserve it. That is why they are back into this final.
Great start.
FaZe all spawning out front. We break the back.
Forces him to bump hill. That is a clean break.
Look at number 4, Dashy here.
And yeah, I mean, these have
This
been
needs
the
to
two
be
most
that first line of
consistent teams with
defense.
a second and Major
Every
1
kill here
for
from him is so
Optic.
impactful to stagger this
Now
push.
into the top 2. Got a feeling we're going to see this matchup quite a bit
I
this
love it.
year.
Back it on up.
Excited to see it in the final.
Make them really work for that break here. 2 for 1 trades. We should stop spawns in the back, though.
Behind that, they'll have numbers for the respawn reinforcements coming through the back.
One more.
Will they do enough, just enough to at least make this
Okay,
messy?
re-break by FaZe. Back and forth we go. P3 coming up.
20 or so, and off to the races we go. The 3rd.
Yeah, nice little 2-on-1 there to end that. Did you have one player
04
respawn
just gets a
out?
big
That was
2-piece from
Dashy.
side door there.
Draza was able to pick that up, and now there's rotation through tunnel. Draza is there.
Shit, it's a clean start for FaZe here on the P3.
Getting tunnel control on this P3 is actually so important.
Towards P3.
And who was incredible in their winners bracket matchup? Hook was insane. We wondered,
Go for it, off to a hot start, yeah.
1-2, 1-3 that we saw in the qualifier. Sometimes he has, sometimes
Yeah, they kill
he hasn't.
Shotzzy.
Maybe started a little slow this
Are we
weekend.
still
It wasn't
tunnel right
needed
now?
as
We're
much.
actually
That
pitching
winners
through side door right here. They pick it up. FaZe is playing well, man, off rip.
And our mailman, we're always still.
It's a full court, too. They're playing good.
They're picking up the pinches. No openings there for Optic.
Get a feel for you in the last series.
And it's 04 leading the way, 11-4 for him, a hot start.
Really got going, especially 04.
They started to win a couple of more one-on-ones. Their driving scores heating up, and while they take it right into map number 1, they're on 12
Yeah, they're struggling to get going here early on.
Yeah, we might have to take, we might just have to bang through home here. We don't have anyone out taking a route.
With an upset win here through the losers bracket, but the positioning, The team play.
Oh man, and this is what it is. They're coming out hot. It's a 10 streak for 04.
13-4 domination.
The guns are warm for FaZe, bro.
Nice on. All hit side, you got chop out.
Only one time. Yo, Cruddy. Come on, Zach.
Coming in.
Nice.
Enter again, help. Enter, Merc. 2 front guys, 2 front iron.
Nice, Jordan.
Iron.
There we go.
I'll get mid. Middle,
One.
Nice. Yo, I'm
Nice.
left route. Iron, Zach, iron, don't die.
Yeah, yo, maybe flip. No, we're good. Yo, look over me, Zach. Look over me. I'm nading.
I'm blue, I don't see anything.
One shot hitter.
Ready, dead.
Nice, one more hitter.
Tommy's dead.
Nice, Chris.
Another one probably. I don't see him.
Yo, there's my blue still.
Coming in, you're missing Kyler.
Watch out, one.
Alright, take your time.
That's it, okay. Yo, Avish.
take left right.
Yo, 2PO, they have a trophy.
I don't see tunnel.
I'm gone. Nice, Jordan.
I'm gonna go tunnel while you guys bang.
Yeah, they have a trophy.
Tunnel weak. Go tunnel.
Here, go. Just go, Zach.
Tunnel stun. Ready, dead. Jump. I'm right.
All three. Nice.
Comms are flowing. We're probably going to hear from both sides. Very different types of comms you'll hear from FaZe and Optic. One can seem so frantic. The energy, the passion flowing. Optic seem to be chilling on a Sunday afternoon. But for right now, it's working for FaZe. Back battling into the hard point. Still hold on to a pretty significant lead.
Yeah, I think a big part of that listening as a player, you are just so fired up. You know you're dominating that game. 04 was on that 10 spree. You were doing what you needed to do, but if you are Optic, you're starting to fight back at this P1. Shotzzy's waking up now 5 in a row, plus you have P2 spawns. Mercules, he's gonna make sure that nothing spawns on that side of the map. They secure it for P2. They're only down 40. You've dealt with this, can you hold on?
No, and I think this is an example of exactly what I was talking about. Like, even if they're getting outslayed, they're in games. Like, they're still in this. They very easily, if you just look at the scoreboard round from a slaying standpoint, could be getting blown out, but that is not the case. Dashy has 2, unfortunately for Optic. Draza gets 3, stays alive, and the rest of the reinforcements will come in from the front, but it's still the back spawns here for Optic. 04 trying to disrupt those, trying to win some big fights, and he continues to win his one-on-ones. This is the best 04 we've seen all weekend. He is streaking once again. The finesse is through, dip and dive and dancing, getting back towards the hard point. The help is there.
Yeah, well, Sim knows those spawns are going to be there, so the trades, they're going to be effective. Well, you have to trade this, man. Shotzzy finally does. But I think you take this final 15 if you can get it if you are Optic. So FaZe just never able to flip those spawns out. You had one more player alive for Optic, but 04 just not slowing down.
But this P3 is where things really started to get going for FaZe. They were unreal. 04 went on that spree. They're going to be in position ahead on rotation again. And that guy leading the way, pushing it out is 04, and he continues to win those opening fights to alleviate pressure on that first push. Another one-on-one for him. He wins it again. This man is not missing. Give him another. Just comes up a little bit short. A big double there from Shotzzy, and this is a big moment now for Optic.
Yeah, there's a break, which they never really found in that first rotation. Now within striking distance, 40 seconds left. And, well, this is exactly what you want. Force him to have to use the streaks to break. Not easy to find kills with this, but Draza and Sim, they're going to take them down with the Dravix. Dashy's going to at least make this tough for FaZe.
The streak actually ends up getting one. Sometimes coming up empty there, and then who is it? Simpin 04. But there's one player left that's going to spawn on the opposite side. They'll deal with Mercules, mitigate or limit the damage that he is able to do. 40 points separating him now. Next hard point ready to pop. A time to answer for Optic. The fact is they've stayed in this. Similar to kind of what FaZe were doing against Koi, staying in it until they made a late run. Look for Optic to do the same.
Yeah, this is where FaZe have been so good on this map. It's finding the kills right before that hill pops. Making sure they have the spawn. You stay a little bit more disciplined, a little bit more tight if you are Optic in this setup, but it does not work. 04 is going to find the final, so you have the spawns, and now you got to wait for each other if you are Optic Texas.
Draza just patrolling top mid, looking for freebies and finding them. Nearly a disgusting third, but he's so softened up that 04 will get the trade. Lead back to 60. This guy is now
42 and 14. It feels like every time you're on his screen, he is on a spree.
We thought the biggest thing with the FaZe turnaround was 04, but Simp is right there with them. Gimme 3. 27 and 18, up over 200. Lead is growing, and FaZe needed to come in hot, potentially a steal map 1. They're close to doing just that.
Yeah, well, 10 seconds left here. We're going to head back towards that P1. Abuza, though, going to get those kills. and just right when you want him, right before that hill pops. That's going to make this a little bit easier on rotation. Phaser here.
And yeah, point man 04, absolutely, all day. Unfortunately, Nades are going to take him out, so he'll get silenced. But the rest of the team step it up for FaZe. In control, holding on. 35 needed for the win. It has been a team effort across the board in the top right of your screen. Yes, Forest led the way, but you're getting output from everybody. They couldn't take a respawn in the winner's bracket final. It was going to be their toughest test here in the final, but they're closer and closer to getting it done. The guns are hot. They came out flowing. Simp and 04 are a duo right now. They seem untouchable.
And on top of that is Straza, and those three, the three Dravics. I mean, we've seen Draza a little bit with the AR, but it just feels like the pressure on the map that they have is so good. And I mean, just on top of it, it is just simply the outslaying throughout this map one. You see the scoreboard for Optic outside of Shotzzy, and who you're just not getting what you want.
Yeah, for a long time I was saying they were staying in despite that, but it's one of those things that feels like multiplicative. It's just, it got worse and worse, and eventually you just can't hold on. Maybe another break for FaZe is all they're going to need, but Optic, they have their chance. They've had more improbable come from behind wins. Let's see if they can mount things up now.
04 got through. 04 got through. He was just able to sneak behind that one player.
Give
him an opening.
Instead of running forward into Hill, he rotates
him and
back.
Simp trying to close out this match.
It has been 04 and Simp all map long. Dravics just piecing for the FaZe Vegas side. Just 10 to go now for the dub. Is desperation for Optic. Wall jumps in, just trying to break anything up and make this improbable run. Joe, how can they do it?
I mean, they would have to win this rotation. It's not like P3. It can be a tough break, but it's got to be perfect Call of Duty from a team that's been almost perfect throughout the year in Optic, Texas, but there's only one player left on this rotation. It's going to be Dashy. He's going to wait for Shotzzy off a spawn. All of FaZe should be here. It comes down to this.
This fight will decide it, and that'll be it. 4 dead for Optic. FaZe came out swinging. 04, Draza, Simp, light him up as FaZe strike first.
Crazy right now. Crazy.
And honestly, that was probably my biggest takeaway from that winner's bracket final. At least like against better competition sometimes early in the season when FaZe were struggling, Simp was putting in numbers, he was putting in damage, he was showing why he's arguably the best player in the world in this title. Didn't get that from in the winner's bracket final. Didn't get it maybe right away in this one. It was a 4 going nuts, but once the 2 of them got going, but Dross in the mix as well, you got the Zaza brothers, the Bash brothers, whatever you want to call these pairs, but that's what you had to do. Now, listen, I was worried this series was going to be literally like a 4-0 Optic. We weren't going to be entertained and have a little bit of fun. Now it changes. FaZe getting that one respawn win, we're in for a series.
And the exact same way, Major 1 final started right on this Colossus. Paris stole it away from Optic. This time it is FaZe Vegas. Well, just the outslaying, just so strong for FaZe. I mean, plus 16 from 04, plus 13 from Simp, 4,000 damage from 3 of them.
They're what, 73 and 44?
And it was still only a 65-point game.
And I think that does speak to what I was saying, like how good Optic are, like even when they're not shooting particularly well, they're still in games, but that just got a little bit too lopsided. That became insurmountable.
Yeah.
Not even that. When you go to losers final and you win, you stay in the winner's side. You don't go to loser's side of the stage. So there's no point of winning that shit, dude. Now, obviously, you don't want to throw, and then you lose loser finals, then you look crazy. But I've been noticing that with these COD tournaments. Is that Roblox on right now? I mean, not Roblox, what's that shit called? Rocket League.
We were getting broken. We were getting out rotated. They won 2 P3s pretty flawlessly.
They make a call,
if the game was, I'd be more concerned if they beat us worse. But like I was saying, one break or one full 60 hold, the game's a lot closer.
Well, that was just them winning every single gunfight.
Bro, they were getting every life. Someone was getting a 2-piece.
Yeah, every POV.
There's nothing you can do about that.
2-piece, 2-piece, 2-piece.
But this dude who was supposed to run in the hill, fucking somehow
first match.
Somehow fucking
Enter grand finals from the winners.
Pushing him, around this like barricade area.
It's a lot of map
he
ones.
heard the kill,
Tip it 04
made the call out.
That motherfucker
listened
was
to it,
going in.
He was going nuts. Once he got rolling, it was impossible to stop him.
Comes up behind him and takes him out.
What's the point of going through winners? I mean, you automatically punch your ticket.
So well. They did that.
It's still a long series. We need to. We're not tweaking. It's only map 1. They still got to win 3 more whole ass.
When they're in finals, I don't like listening to the guys.
Similar to what Optic plays.
They go off
sort of
chat.
giving them the freedom and telling your ARs, hey, to make sure to just take your time, block the spawns, allow them the freedom to make those plays. And speaking of Major too, it has been FaZe for 3 in a row.
And well, I believe it was second place in 2022, if memory serves, so they got second every single tournament that year. So yes, a ton of success at Major 2, but I think for them, you know, with this new squad and talking to Crowder, like, yeah, I mean, they want to win every tournament, of course, but it's about how you finish. It is not gone the way they want at the end of the year. They want to get better and better as the year goes round, not peak at the beginning and then fall short. That's why, honestly, I said to Major 1, I was vocal about it, like, I thought Optic losing was not the biggest deal. Stay hungry, get better and better, close at the end of the year like you have been. But you don't want that trend to continue as we continue going. You'd like to get it done here. You don't want to be feeling like FaZe and Vanguard. No. It's just like you got a closet full of silvers. They had a lot that year.
Remember that?
You see the last 4. Raid searches for Optic. They won 3 out of 4. They just played this in the winners final where FaZe able to take that 6-4. It was the offense for FaZe that was like that.
Have a good night.
All right.
Or a good rest of the day.
All right. I know.
For the offensive attack. We'll see if they make some adjustments here.
Yeah, and this is a map FaZe have been working on throughout the entire stage. Throughout stage 1, it was one they didn't touch. It was their auto veto, so had to widen that map pool. And a big reason their offense is so good is this guy who won 3 opening duels earlier in that winners bracket final, and just trying to find Hercules. He saw him, that tree. It has been there for a long time.
No, I had a feeling they weren't going to be popping off.
Ford's going to continue to take risks like that. It's just like, when does he find the opening? When does he get caught? Beautiful play from the best search player in the world right now as Mercules gives you that opening blood. Losing a man, not comfortable with Plant. Think maybe they can isolate Hercules in the back. Not the man that's the easiest to isolate. Some tags in and he is out. He knows the game plan.
Get out.
Trying to get away, and he gets away. Incredible play there from Hercules.
Yeah, 17 HP, but that is all the info over to his teammates. Now they're all here. You have to plant this bomb. It's going to be not easy to do. Simp is the one man lurking, though. What is his timing like? It could be great. It could be awful. Dashy is right next to you, and, well, I think that is going to allow them to win this round.
Checks it.
I mean, he's looking like, where are these guys? Con timing at its finest, but I'm going to take it. It starts with this guy.
Yeah, I mean, he gets the blood and then incredible finesse. I mean, I don't know how much damage he ends up taking in that round, but it was quite a bit. Beautiful job getting back to his teammates and also getting the information. I mean, hell, even if he gets caught there, he knows everything that they're trying to do, but the fact that he stays alive, ends up getting a second kill in the round as well. Mercules, that kid is different.
If you guys have, never mind, I'm not going to
start talking. I just want to play COD like him for 1 day. 1 hour.
1 hour? Yeah, game.
Let's go round 2.
Sorry, it was 6-3 in the winners final. About 6-4.
Hit this.
But Optic had time to think over adjustments, knowing this is going to be one they're going to see again. And yeah, it was the defense they struggled on. There, you get a round 1 defensive win, so have to feel very good about that. Hercules in trouble again, and I was just saying, he stays alive again. Oh, how does Drossa get a second?
That's the big problem there. Even if that was a trade, his bomb would have been down, right? So Mercules, they were trying to set something up. You sent 2 through ring, but bomb was still zig. Shotzzy's left in a 1 versus 4. Is able to find Abuza with that headshot, but a lot more to do.
Ooh, an ace in grand finals.
That's one way to put it, Joe.
They're gonna
a whole hell of a lot to do.
Yeah,
gonna have to get the bomb back at some point.
It's 6-4. They updated that for you.
Oh, I was right. Hey, thank you, production team. I was like, I could have sworn it was.
That memory's not that bad.
It can be. It also can be photographic. I don't really understand my brain.
Yeah.
Shotzzy.
NT.
No room to work with. defense hold for both teams so far. Drazah, the difference through Zig, turns 1 into 2, gets bombed down, wins the round, the opening 15.
Yeah, I mean, you were kind of setting that up if you were Optic. Mercules knew right away he had to back up, and he got away with his life, but it was kind of the second player here. I thought someone was going to help him through Art, but they stayed out towards Van. That was Dashy with the sniper, but you're hoping Hook can clean up, at least get one, but
not in
still
that
probably screwed because 0-4 was already through.
That usually doesn't happen in that angle, bro.
Good aggression defensively. There from FaZe. Again, in the winners final, so much success for them offensively. Good first defense for Optic. Can they do it again? Both teams like to spread the map, trusted individuals to make plays. 0-4 got a little greedy and aggressive and got caught for the blood in the first round. We'll see how they play it this time, but just hoping maybe Abuza can find the angle and hit a snipe. He can be prolific here.
There's no info given. No nice
bro, stop
that little bait
like
switch. Maybe Mercules can at least give them enough damage to clean it up, and they do that. So it's a 1-for-1.
The frames for that
gives FaZe numbers again, and they're going to go ahead and transition this off, assuming that the wrap has come in defensively for Optic. That's exactly what has happened.
This time, Drazah backs up. I thought he was going to watch a money side. But Shotzzy's going to keep going. I mean, so you're on the bomb. It's on a 2 versus 1, plus this smoke. This is a winnable round.
Abuza was out of the play during that sequence, but now everybody grouped up.
Oh, stick that shit.
Shotzzy spots 1.
Oh, stick it.
30 seconds to go. They got to make plays. Taking it second story. How will the timing be? Able to win the fight. Shotzzy gets another one.
Bro, go
20 seconds to go.
Go stick it.
Pushing up. They know they need a 2-on-1 to go. Simp able to
go
win 1.
Stick it.
Oh. Just has to play with the clock. Dashy trying to chase him down. Around and around we go. The ringer around the ropes. He continues. Not enough time. Simp has done enough. Round to FaZe.
No way. Oh, that's crazy. It's not 7 seconds.
Unbelievable.
How much time was that?
Shotzzy in the 3 versus 2. Finessed his life. I mean, breaking the windows, put all of the eyes on him. But it's Simp.
That's why you stick
who was able to win that gunfight.
You stick bomb, bro.
Yeah, I just flip this map on its head.
He's got to be 1 HP right here, right? Is he back all the way to 100? Oh, he's not all the way back to 100. That's why.
He would even get to like 50, 60, 60. Yeah, he might have needed like 2 more into Simp too. Which makes sense if he was not 100 HP.
It's winnable, though. It's winnable.
Mid-map, it's a battle. Shotzzy continues to beam. Clean head. He's there with a team shot onto Abuza and give him the first blood. Instant plank going down over at B. Getting aggressive up mid is going to be Drazah. Simp snaps onto the second but can't win the gunfight. That would have been the table turner.
Dashy has learned it, but he actually gets caught. And now you have Drazah through. And they don't have any information on him, but it's okay because you take the 2-on-1. And while you're going to turn around, and there is Hook.
That got scary.
It did.
That got real scary.
Mentally, it's 3-2.
But you have like a 2-on-2, 3-on-3 scenario, top mid to go, and just who's going to get that opening pick.
And I think 0-4 wants to keep the attention of the Optic players onto him.
So Drazah
can go, but he gets caught. He made it through the smoke, doesn't expect that player to be where he is. But Hook just gets the calm 3 in the round.
No, yeah, I'd love to see how he got fried, yeah. Because 0-4 stays alive another second or 2, and that goes differently. Another second, probably. Fact is, he doesn't. I'm not sure who the beams was. It Dashy?
No, Mercules, yeah.
Mercules? Yeah, somebody laced him. Abuza still looking for his first. Oh, okay. Well, there's the blood for Abuza on the board. That happened quickly. Shotzzy, though, at range. This guy, I swear, his drop looks like an AR.
We're going to check this, right?
We shall see. Nade out, we're not going to check it. It turns 1, maybe into 2. Draws, at least able to trade. The numbers are here. Simp can be tagged as well. Great round from Optic. Bring it back 3v4.
How many times have we seen that
like a different like camera view? I wonder if someone's like developing like a better camera angle for this game.
So FaZe don't check that corner. It starts off as good as you want with Abuza
like not too high of a sky view.
Shotzzy has been aggressive through mid these last 2 rounds.
Something like that.
And I don't know if there's some miscoms there or what, but Abuza continued. He just thought nobody would already be through mid. He wasn't looking at that, and well, he gets caught early.
And they got to find a way to deal with Mercules in the back line because he's found a lot of success there defensively. But yeah, Shotzzy lacing him with a sub. Midway. Okay, well, there's Abuza's second. as the clothesline comes in. Mercules, we'll see you later. Shotzi is going to go ahead and get this down quickly.
I mean, that is... Did you say, I don't see anything, so I'm going to plant this. Gives them a winning chance. Maybe the key play in this round is going to be Mook.
Shotzi's been insane.
Yeah, he's playing so aggressive, so confident, all over the map. But they do find Hook.
Don't move.
30 seconds to go. Shotzi's going to give you another one. 8 HP, somehow stays alive. Oh, for Andrade trying to get it done. She's going to be a little bit better. Oh, Andrade trying to make the play. Trying to get it done. It's another 3v4 for Optic.
And that is
maybe Abuza shouldn't get kills.
World Championship duo. It's Shotzi and Dashy getting going in the clutch.
10 and 3.
And he's just doing whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right down the middle of the map on defense. On offense, the only player on the map who's ringside plants the bomb. He is reading the map so well.
Oh, yeah. He put him on the table there. He's like, I'm just sticking this thing.
Yeah,
that's the win condition. Puts so much pressure, changes the round with him getting that instant plan in after losing the player.
Counter-Strike, you got to stick.
FaZe on the other side got to improve. You're getting the blood behind Abuza, not turning into round wins. 4-2 advantage now for Optic as FaZe get back on offense.
So sometimes you get away with it.
We get a look at B.
The majority of the time.
For now, it seems Optic kind of playing maybe the retake.
Number 2. I thought he was going to just go through right away, but playing so quickly is Shotzi on 5 in a row.
Mercules doesn't spot him. Nice team shot there to deal with Sim. Can't do anything inside of Tiki. I don't think Shotzi sees him. He's on 6 straight, by the way. He's a killer 2 off of Hellstorm. 30 seconds to go. Graza's going to pop. Graza's going to get 1. Maybe going to get traded out. Finally will. All in a 4 now. 24 seconds to go. Nobody on it yet. Now we're going to hop it. Four trying to spot it. Gets him
bro, why are you looking somewhere else?
Plenty of time for the defuse. And Optic.
I didn't think they had. I'm not looking at the map.
And you might be wondering, what the hell are you doing there if your draw is running through this? But the smoke is down. They're thinking they're on this defuse. And well, so he's got to go through, just spray through, trust in 04. But Optic on top of it.
So far, this going the exact opposite of how it went in that winner's final. How good will Optic feel if they're able to get a search win based on how the final went at Major 1? Close to getting the first one in, up 5-2. Shotzi on 11, leading the way.
Well, who had 13 in the winner's bracket final? That was Sim, so he's only got 3. Really hasn't been able to get anything going.
The adjustments have been there for Optic. They have dealt with him. Instant pressure. Up through Zig. Dashy able to bring 1 back, though. A 1-on-1 jab on the other side. Shotzi is doing whatever he wants. Big 1-on-1. Simp able to win that as he gets his 4th. Dashy trying to chase it down. Spots him. Finesse from Simp.
Bro, drop that pistol.
Read on the Shotzi as well. He has the read on this. He's like, hey, can you get to me? Abuza, please. There's the info.
The snipe out, bop him.
Up to Abuza now. 1 versus 2. Damage into 1, but they keep toying with it.
Oh, now 1v2. I'm confused. Is that a skull? No, it's not a skull.
No chance in hell. Optic takes the search. All square after 2.
1-1. Yeah, it's going to be an hour, boys. Ladies and gents, this is going to be an hour.
Check the water when you're playing Shotzi. Andrade does not. He ends up getting caught on that rotation. But in general, a takeover map for Shotzi. The guy is everywhere so fast. Even when they were down a man, was able to find multiple deep in the round wins.
Yeah, now, I mean, what made it an interesting series was that map when you got a respawn for your FaZe and the assumption that they could take the map 2 or take a search and destroy. Now we're back to the drawing board. We're all even. Advantage back to Optic. What a beautifully played answer to a same map and mode that you played in the winner's final. Shotzi was final.
And I think one of the biggest advantages for them is going to be the overload, right? Because it's your veto advantage, you get rid of the exposure. So now you have a Scar and a Den overload. 2 of those are mixed into here. You gotta be feeling good if you're Optic Texas.
Simp put up 13 in the winner's final raid search. This time it is Shotzi that puts up a 13 and 4, 1,300 damage, 2 first bloods. You nailed it, doing whatever he wanted on the map. Just sensational effort out of him. And just Optic, a team I think I trust more than any team in the league to be down a man and get a round win. How many times did they do it there?
And I mean, it just felt like he just knew exactly what was happening every single round. He was always a step or 2 ahead. Just had the read on him. FaZe had no answer.
Reading the map beautifully, and you're absolutely correct. No answer whatsoever for what Shotzzy was doing, and well, we were looking for this Shotzzy-Simp matchup. Who will take the 7th matchup between these two teams? Unreal so far as we are even. Before the map 3, a quick break. We're going to throw it over to the desk.
Thank you, Maven and Merc. Catch your breath and get ready to go again, because map 3 is just moments away. We got Shift joining us here on the couch, but I want to start with you, Nameless. Has Shotzzy always been this good at search?
Yeah.
Yes, he's always been a demon. This is a guy, like, he just played them on that raid. He said,
bro, that same
a couple little routes I can exploit.
There's a little smoke here. Maybe a little confusion.
Just get pushed up and make some plays. But yeah, he was finding the gaps. And, you know, for FaZe, it was really their offensive pushes the first time around. This time around, completely revamped by Optic. This is why this team's so good.
Now, Shift, we were talking about how important that first map win was for FaZe Vegas, because that was an Optic map pick. They never get to play Colossus. They get to play Colossus. They're handing an L.
0-4.
Setting the tone with a 12 spree to get things going through the first set of hills. Unbelievable. And then, of course, you know, as soon as 0-4 starts to pop off, Sim's right there still with them. Like, he's not getting my 12 sprees, but still, the fact of the matter is the SMG duo showed up to give FaZe a chance in the series early.
Let's take a look here at the S&D highlights alley. We, of course, highlighted what Shotzzy did. But what did you see from Optic as a whole? Because they have totally changed up their search from the first time we saw on Raid.
I think Clint and Joe touched on it well, talking about how many times that they were down a man, and Optic's like one of the only teams you could trust in that situation to still win the round. And the reason being is a lot of those first bloods and those 3v4 man situations where they were able to bring it back was because Abuza was getting that first kill, and that's where they knew he was. And so they clocked it. They're like, okay, Abuza's one in the lane with the sniper. It's like they knew the game plan from that point on, because then Shotzzy and Hoop were just full sending it to the back line on the side of FaZe Vegas and just catching these players out while completely ignoring Abuza, basically. And that, I think, is the biggest pivotal difference we've seen between this Raid S&D and the FaZe Vegas S&D.
Yeah, you know, there are two approaches that Optic had on the defensive side, like trying to deal with what FaZe likes to do on offense, which was getting bombed down early. And it was like, okay, Shotzzy, try to find an early gap. If you do, easy route for us. If not, we're going to move up this time. Because remember what they would do prior to that was whatever space you took somewhere, they would take it elsewhere and kind of converge all at once. So they said, yeah, we just got to move up against this team. They got all their bases covered and overwhelmed them, and it worked out wonderfully. And also adjusted into a 6-2.
And to that point, there were times where you saw the minimap. FaZe Vegas always had a lead player in the back. They were expecting Shotzzy to be back there, expecting Hoop to hit a route, and Optic just kept not doing it. So now you're uncomfortable in the series layout overall, because it's like they are purposely trying to make us confused, and that's going to be a problem when you're already going against a team that good.
We have Overload coming up, and it, of course, is a respawn game mode. So that means you can see someone nearing 40 kills. Shift, as we take a look at game number 1, who do you think in this lobby has potential to drop the biggest bombs?
I'm going to say for FaZe, I'm looking at Abuza on this upcoming map just to see if he could control space the way that he was able to follow up on the space gained by 0-4. It's just interesting because we've seen FaZe try to give this Scar a go early in the season, and it just hasn't really worked out for them all that often. They've only played it now 4 total times. They've avoided it largely throughout Major 2. So really for me, it has to be the ARs dictating and controlling the space early to allow players like Simp and 0-4 to get deep like we've seen them do at map 1.
I 100% agree, and especially if you're going to put a team in a spawn trap, you need one of them to pop off, Alan. The second part of this, for Optic on Scar, it is technically their worst overload map. You know, they're 6-3 on it, and the last two that they had, 1-1, and they've both come down to 1 score game. So if there's an overload that you're going to take, it is going to be Scar up against Optic and FaZe. This is their map pick, so they have to win this one.
Optic 8-0 when it comes to overload. On the other side, FaZe 8-2, handed an overload loss in the last meeting. This time around, though, it is a best of 7 in the grand final. And I have a feeling this is not the only grand final you'll see between Optic and FaZe Vegas this year. In fact, you might be able to get a chance to catch them in the United States playing in just a few months. We're headed to Major 3 in Atlanta, and right now you can save 15% off a 3-day pass. Simply scan that QR code. Join in on the fun. The sale kicks off right now, March 28th. It's going to close around midnight, so get on the action while you can.
Yeah, come to the Dirty South. Let's get some good food. Let's vibe out. Maybe play a little bit of golf, Alan.
No.
Atlanta's going to be fun.
Birmingham, I'm still looking for good food, but I found some good games. Let's get back to the casters.
Great breakdown. We continue on. And yeah, the overload's interesting because for years and years when we talked about the FaZe teams, they were good at all map 3s, like all 3 of them typically. They can beat you anywhere, and it's a very big advantage, especially coming into a final. This year it's not the case. They don't really go to Scar.
Yeah.
The team that can do it all is Optic.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of started last year. What was it, Vault Control, that they like never played?
Yeah.
That's when they started to switch things up.
They usually can play all three, right?
Yeah, but you heard the deaths, 1 and 3, only 4 times. So that is the good thing there for Optic. You have that extra veto, you get rid of exposure. You already beat them on dead if we even get there. So you are feeling good.
Both teams taken one so far. Optic, what an answer in the search and destroy. Just incredible to bring us even. This is what they couldn't do when you look back to Major 1. Couldn't get that search and destroy win. They do it here. Gonna be feeling good. Now, yeah, you head to one where you feel you have a pretty big advantage. But also, as Ant said, like, maybe where FaZe have to get their overload win.
No, and I don't remember the online match, but FaZe did play it recently at the end of stage 2, and they looked pretty darn good. However, yeah, you just know kind of go with strings in practice that this has to be a focal point for them. Still haven't seen a lot of exposure, not a lot of Scar overload throughout the weekend. But this guy was a monster. We get to the dead, see if he can do that again. But Optic fans just happy to have such a strong 2-3-5 team. Just go down all one, it is all good. Our search is great.
Can you stop Hook? It ain't easy to stop the nuke. He has been sensational in this particular matchup, and a look to get back to winner's bracket final form against this FaZe team. But we square up at mid-map. Nope. Nobody overpeaking anything so far. Dross is going to be the first pick. Who could be the first to drop? That's going to be 2 kills to go their way. The pressure now forward. Dashy, last line of defense. The fact he gets 2 going to be massive for them here. EMP just picked up. Simp has got to get 1 for you. Able to give you 2. That'll be the first score in. We know how crucial the breakoff is. Lovely bit. Oh my Lord. Simp is dancing.
I mean, I thought with Dashy getting that second, they would have had a chance to stop that. But Simp says, now I'm going to one-up you, get 2 of my own. Make it easy for my teammate to get this cap. So a great start, but EMP gonna spawn now topside near this plane, so you gotta slow down. And now you gotta deal with that 1 player towards blue and Dross.
And for Optic, it's the difficult part of the game, where you're trying to just get out of your base. And you get 1 person through. I think that was Hoop that got pushed up. You're hoping maybe he can disrupt the back line, but they're able to deal with that. So once again, back to step 1, go Optic.
Holy nades.
Yeah, and that was about every single nade toss there. I thought 3 dead, but beautiful.
That would have been
win there for Hoop.
I mean, without Hoop winning that one, that might be another score for FaZe. Now they gotta wait for the players to come off and spawn 1 bullet away. But 04 is not losing gunfights. Did it in map number 1. EMP is on the move, but I think Hoop did enough. What a stop it is. I lied. Abuza taking faces.
Dude, I mean, his win, plus 04's win, just nothing but headies.
That was fucking
Holy hell, all right. Just barely get it through. Optic nearly with the centimeter goal line defense.
They kept just jumping over the wall and getting shots, and I was like, there's no way they're going to stop this. But able to do so, well, you haven't even touched the EMP if you're Optic.
And this is like the 3rd time someone's got through towards green. It has been snipped out and dealt with. Optic have not been able to find any opening there, but maybe the furthest forward the team has gotten. Unfortunately, you're going to have 1 in behind you. It's going to be 04 here shortly. As 04 gets the shot into behind with Shotzzy, it gives you mid-map control to FaZe. 04 is going to push forward. Mercules and EMP are going to hold, but they're going to get gunned. Shotzzy and Hook now work to do is this is going to be offensive control for FaZe once again.
Yeah, I mean, FaZe are just all over the map right now. We've talked about with the spawn change, attacking this blue side. You kind of spawn in the middle of the map, you get spawn motel, and it is just constant pressure. And you're getting that right now from FaZe. Simp and 04, just sipping all the way around blue. Optic trying to get out, but it's just so tough to do.
Shotzzy turns it into 2.
Bro, stop pulling out that
dead right now
knife.
for FaZe.
It's like Valorant,
at least gets 1, but this is going to be 4 momentum now for Optic. Really their best look at offensive attack. By best, I mean only chance to really get forward. Still 2 minutes to play. They can salvage something out of this half, but as I say that, Dross gets 2, and that push is done.
And he's just trying to fly forward. Just find all of the players and maybe influence spawns. There is one more player there, but Simp, Lord, Hipfire is working like that.
Yeah, there's been a lot of headshots for FaZe, I feel like, so far. Simp gets streaking a bit mid-map. Was crushing with the Drovic map 1, doing it with the M15 here. He did no wrong. Chaining them together, mowing them down. 5 straight, 15 and 8. Hook's play, maybe to stop this from being a score. He slows it down with Dashy. That's a great defensive stand after Sim's play.
Yeah, it's not the
sliding
best
out of shit,
but 3 of his kills are defensive stops. But again, just the constant pressure from 4 and 6.
They kind of look like they're
dropping
playing old school
F15
with
does
the new
not
movement,
matter. These two are running at them
now, the guys
over
are just
and over again.
And I think in the interview with Hercules, that's what he talked about. For their side, like we're always in the face. They're always applying pressure.
They're matching it.
Yes, they 100% are. It's been all phase for this first half. 3-0 now the lead, 40 seconds to go, and Optic have been lucky to sniff EMP control.
And a big part of that, right, is Hoot and Shotzzy. Those are the two going forward, getting lost in your base. They have had no success.
Yeah,
Hoot is 7-14 now, 3 quick deaths on his part. Shotzzy, that's the furthest he's been up the map, so all props to FaZe.
They're having a couple routes through that they have picked up and dealt with, but one way to make sure they don't get there is to just not allow them to get past 50-yard play. Like constant offensive pressure also is a form of defense. 04 now streaking. That comes to an end after his 5 straight. Simp dealt with maybe a chance for Optic to salvage something. Can you get one score here? In a matter of seconds, all FaZe are going to have to do is kill EMP carrier, and that is going to be the point now. Can they stop EMP? Optic just want to get one.
That's his office spawn. You have all the nades starting to get it. Starting to hit you. Shots.
Slide out like that and stay in the open, bro.
Right by him.
Yep.
It's so hard. Like
these guys
to get the score in overtime, it needs to almost be like a perfect scenario. Just because EMP carrier gets picked, done. Can't find the opening. Can't salvage anything.
Well, I'm going to assume with sort of the frustrations on Dashy's face. We've had some game problems throughout the weekend. And yeah, I could just tell with his reaction. He's not an emotional guy at times.
We got a game pause for now. We'll see what the deal is in a second. We've had some game side issues. We'll probably have Compbox and the admins working through things, but hang out with us while that is done. We're going to look at some of the highlights. And it's going to be a lot of FaZe highlights. They got them pinned in the back blue early. And it felt like Optic were fighting out of blue for the rest of the game.
Yeah, just some insane multi-kills that we have seen from FaZe throughout this first half that has allowed them to keep this pressure up. It was Simp to start, then it was Abuza. Somehow Drazah knows Shotzzy is there, just turns around. You know he's the guy you're looking for. Make sure you check all the corners, and that was the last nade to end as we went in the half.
As soon as we're good to get back in, we'll get going. All right, sounds like we're loading back in, so not too long of a pause. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We love you. All right, Optic down 3. Got to turn it around here. You're looking for the same type of thing. Can he get them? Can he win the break? Can he get them pinned back blue and then just punish and punish and punish? Nice shot from 04 to get it started, but the trade is there. We're dropping a hand from Simp. Shotzzy was able to find no openings for the most part, him or Hook, and the openings are not there. The gun's still hot from FaZe.
And that's really the difference maker to me. Throughout the first 2 respawns, just the way that FaZe is shooting. But the good thing is when you have that second half, it doesn't cap at 4, so you can put as many scores as you want if you are on Optic Texas.
Can they get one? Just something to feel positive about here. Another chance to do it, but the problem is you have number 6 mid-nap. That's going to be Drazah. He's going to slow down the push again.
Comes that pressure, though.
Pressure is here. Pressure is dealt with. 04 and Simp. The Bash brothers from map 1 continue here in the map 3.
There's those mid-map spawns, though, so it was 2 and 3. Shotzzy is going to lurk under. They're not going to pick that up, hopefully. You're hoping there's a quick trade. They're just going to leave him. They're just going to leave him, but his teammates have his back. The only good thing for FaZe, you took it up about 20 yards.
I mean, it's the play. You just have to hope you win a couple fights there. Just try and take Shotzzy out of it completely. But you're exactly right. Yeah, it's almost like you punted the football, right? Carry it forward a bit, then set up defensively. For Optic, you've got EMP where you want it. You just need to win this next wave, and they've been unable to do that for the most part in this map 3.
Just gonna get somebody lost inside of blue. Whether it's Hoot or Shotzzy, finding that multi. Now, this is a dangerous moment here for FaZe. All of Optic Texas are here. That is going to be a 2 dead. Well, you need your teammates to have your back. And there was one player that got through, but Simp and 04 find the kills.
Yeah, Hoop was like just in a crazy spot for a moment, but one more behind him. How is 04 still alive? He can do no wrong in the respawn so far in this grand final. Simp wins the big one. Trying to open things up. Draza getting shots with the pistol. K-Bar finishing. Needs one more bullet. Not able to do it. Runs out of ammo. Everyone drops outside of Simp. And the defense is there, but Simp is a walking missile. Finally, they deal with him.
I mean, it's just every time we're on the screen, it feels like a two-piece, and you're not really getting that from Optic Texas right now. You see it again from Draz. The only player who's pushed up is Mercules. That'll slow things down, but the problem here, already halfway through this second half, only 2 minutes for Optic Texas to get moving, to put scores on the board.
It just seems like the communication has been really on point for FaZe with calling names, making sure there's no openings, limit the playmaking of Optic. Another chance for maybe Hook to get to work. I think he was spotted as he got in. He's able to get the stabby on though and take out Abuza. A chance again, but you have 04 on mid-map. Does he delay it enough? He's only able to get one. This should be the first score for Optic. All the nades gonna come in from FaZe. They need one. It stops so far and then it's flushed through. Optic finally on the board, under 2 to play. Still plenty of time here. Don't have to panic quite yet.
Yeah, the only issue is you spawn them up towards the boat side, near the plane, where you want to be, where next EMP is going to respawn. So you already see Abuza and Draza, they're going to take it slow, play on the headies. Now 04 and Simp off a spawn, going to push through Delhi.
And where like FaZe just had them trapped in, yeah, you haven't been able to do that on the Optic side.
The FaZe have just like abandoned their base when they wanted to. They've just sort of overextended, pretty much got to Delhi, and then someone just sort of lay down, play in a corner, just get a kill.
Oh yeah, there's been somebody, how many times? I think we called it like 5 times. It's that one guy that gets 1 kill to disrupt things. 60 seconds to go. Still 2 scores to overcome. Here come Optic. Simp tagged up. Draws a drop, the boots a drop. 2 gonna be dead for FaZe. A chance now for Optic to go. Pistol damage in. Simp is gonna get 1, but is that gonna be enough to thwart it for now? So 4 is back on spawn. He is dealt with. Here we go. Shotzzy picking with the pistol and out within 1. 45 seconds remaining. This is the best looking setup you've had for Optic Texas. Shotzzy continuing to find kills. EMP a couple seconds away from spawn. Draza shut down the back. Abuza is dropped. Simp is dropped. Tie game. Optic. They're roaring.
Well, now you have streaks to work with. 25 seconds left. You have 1 player towards white wall. That's going to be Abuza. He's going to play his life. You finally got that trap. And, well, now if this goes into OT, you have the Hellstorm. But they're going to go for the end right here. They want to put this away. Who's going to find one? Shotzzy's going to try to get involved. 8 seconds before OT. Should be sudden death. EMP's picked up. Hook is here, and Hook almost sneaks on through overtime.
Oh my lord, we take a breath.
It's a Hellstorm, yeah.
4 versus 4. Hellstorm is in. FaZe scurrying away. They might be able to isolate 04 on mid-map. The rest are going to group up inside of blue. Trying to find Angle B Mercules. Looking for the opening, getting tucked in behind blue.
Simp today, check this.
He's locked in. What a check! Are you kidding?
The human UAV does it again. Now FaZe can switch this up. They have EMP control. So 90 seconds. You have the life advantage plus EMP control. Okay, yeah, just have the EMP.
Things get real interesting now. Oh, Dashie gets the shots in. Shotzzy's gonna go. He's gonna drop. 2 versus 2.
Nade in hand for Dashie. No trophy.
Nade's not gonna hit.
Now, if this ends with EMP control for FaZe, they will win. Optic know this. They have to hunt him down before that minute gets to 0.
Maybe the most insane overtime we have had on the year. Who gets spotted? 45 to go. Dashie going. It's all on Dashie. 1 versus 2. Wins 1. It's just the EMP carrier. We're closing out. FaZe get it done. And the nuttiest overload on the year. Holy hell. Woo!
Well, you can see frustrations brewing. I mean, they brought it back. I thought as soon as Simp found Mercules, like this round, I thought they were going to run away with it, but it was a hell of a shot out of Dashie, and someone else lost their life.
Was absurd, by the way.
And the key was, as soon as they called the Hellstorm in, the EMP was still near the goal, so FaZe knew they had to pick it up. Right, so if you left that, if you were FaZe, like there was a chance Mercules just scores that. So a lot of little mini games went down, but it was the strong start for FaZe. It was enough to get them that win.
Wow. I need to catch my breath. Maybe say people in attendance. That was absolutely insane. One of the more electric maps you are going to see. Overload overtime can be a bit wonky sometimes, but that was a fun one. Just all clear, all 4 line from either side. And then who's got the ice? Optic nearly pulling it back in 3v4 fashion like they were able to do 3 or 4 times in the search and destroy.
Well, yeah, they had the man advantage at some point, right? And that Drazah was top playing. He was able to get 1 more kill.
Oh, true. Yeah,
he was so important. True. We're going to take a look at it. Yeah, Sim just checks this corner. Maybe that's something that he would do. 0-4 then gets caught by Shotzzy. And then EMP got over towards Plane. And it got a little bit weird. Dashy gave them the man advantage. This play of the game. But yeah, I think it was just, oh sorry, it was Abuza, not Drazah, with that pistol that evens things up.
Sim gets a little overzealous, then has to pop the reload so the movement slows down, he can't finesse away.
That kill on a Shotzzy.
Big pistol kill.
Maybe if he waits there, that's your one criticism.
I mean, you gotta think, listen, these players scrim a ton, they play a ton, but there are scenarios like this that you literally have not experienced at all this year. And I don't think that's happening really in any other mode.
Yeah, it's just hard to simulate, even in scrims.
Like,
we're gonna play
situations you'll get into at one point, or similar ones like this, like, dude. Absolute insanity, so weakened up. I would love to see Daphne give a chance to maybe snap in a gunfight, but wow. What a finish. FaZe are fired up, they've taken both respawns, and you can see Optic fans giving hope with the 3-3 tie. And then the hope ripped out of their chests. The beautiful reaction there. Holy. We got ourselves a grand final, huh?
Yeah, both these teams just mentally battling, right? 3-0 and just I cannot believe, I thought Optic was going to win that. I think if they win that, series might be done.
I think I went from like FaZe have got this in the bag, to Optic are going to win this, to FaZe are going to win this, to Optic are going to win this, to FaZe won this. All in a matter of 90 seconds. Just an insane one, an absolute treat there in this best of 7. But all right, 3 maps in, FaZe up 2-1. Optic after the first snap, able to rebound into search and destroy to bring it back. Now we're gonna get to a hard point. The opening hard point, I mean, listen, it's Colossus, Simp, 0-4 were absolutely insane. This Optic team has got to get hot a little bit earlier in one of these respawns. I mean, that was nearly an incredible late effort, but that first half was just too lopsided.
Yeah, and I think the exposure we saw in the winners bracket final, that was map number 1. That was sort of FaZe's go-to. They were hoping to steal this one away, and it was a slow start from the AR.
200 type game.
But really where they just got smoked was the P4. It was like plus 85 or so at that hill for Optic.
Well, I mean, this weekend, Abuza, if he's not playing Optic, on exposure hardpoints dropping 50, it feels like. I'm exaggerating, but he's had some monster maps. The one against Optic Pedestrian, he was limited in what he was able to do. It felt like FaZe fixed some of those problems against Koiden in the following map. When you talk about fixing like the 3 and 4. Similar, I guess, to kind of what happened if you talk about the replay of Raid Search and Destroy, where Optic made adjustments. Now FaZe an opportunity to do that here in this hardpoint.
Yeah, I think the thing for FaZe is you're just hoping that this level of gun skill continues to be at this level, because that has been the key for them throughout these respawns, just finding so many 2 pieces on the map.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any, when you just talk about like talent ceiling between these 2 teams, it's similar. I mean, you've just got shooters on both sides of this. Sometimes this will be who's hotter in a given series, who's hotter on a given day. In this final right now, it has been Optic. We take a look at the bracket and how we got to this point. Optic won 3-1 in the winners final. And honestly, Optic played great. They absolutely did, but like FaZe they didn't look good either, though, at least in the respawns. Like,
yeah, you don't know if that's just sort of a...
Sometimes you don't know whether the credit that all the Optic.
Yeah.
Or were they just coming out a little, not really shooting, being themselves? Because that has been something, I mean, talking to Crowder, like watching, you know, just FaZe play hardpoint, it just seems like sometimes they'll be playing the game the right way. Their guns are not hot. When their guns are not hot, they get punished. I think Optic are better fundamentally, that they can survive those types of games more. But when FaZe are shooting well, they can take it to anybody. We continue on, Luka. Holy, I'm having fun.
one in.
Yeah, right?
I want to keep jumping back here.
0-4 stats so far. He has been sensational. What kind of performance will he get here? Pressure. Now the Optic to even the series. They won this in the winners bracket final. Looking to do it again here as well. Nice break off so far for Optic.
Yeah, you're just hoping the last couple of minutes, the way it went for Optic, that was the heat, the warm-up, as we are going to remake this lobby.
I'm so sorry, crowd. I'm so sorry. Grab a drink.
Told you never wanted this to end.
Give your neighbor a hug, a kiss. You know, we're having fun. We don't want this day to end, so we're just gonna restart this and make the day go longer. This place is packed. This has been awesome. There's a lot of people that was very toasty. I have a personal fan here. I have my pants hiked up. You guys can see me. I pull them up to my knees like this, and then I run a fan on my legs to keep me cool.
You can turn around now. Don't know how this guy is the way he is.
Very athletic.
He's insane.
Look at dude, I'm perspiring.
You're an athlete.
Oh, I don't know about that. Maybe at one point in my life. Producer's giving me highlights because he's like, Clint's taking his goddamn clothes off. So we'll take a look at some highlights now. Just looking through some of the moments as we get ready to remake the lobby. Hopefully, good to get this going in just a matter of moments. But it's been a Call of Duty treat thus far. Final one went all the way to a game 7. We might be headed that way as well. But Optic's gonna need to slow down this man on your screen. Sim, not the best map too, could replicate what he did in the winners final, but his response, he's been terrific.
Yeah, it started off so well for FaZe, but then things get dicey. Behind the Optic attack in that map number 3. They tie it up with only 2 minutes to go, maybe even less than that, maybe even 90 seconds to go at 3 apiece. We head to the overtime. Yeah, one of the better, if not the best, overtimes of the year.
Listen, it's probably recency bias, but I swear this game just feels streakier than like any Call of Duty title of all time. Like, you're either just nuking or just getting nuked.
These headshots, yeah, I feel like
headshots or just getting in a flow, like something not breaking up your rhythm, or when you're in hell, spawning up, getting stunned over and over again, or trying to break a hard point over and over. It's just, when you're in good positions, you've got to take advantage and turn it into points, and you really have to survive the lows. And typically, when we're talking about 2 of the top teams in the world, it's surviving the lows. That's the conversation. Taking the punch, getting back up, battling back. As we're close to a restart here on Exposure. FaZe will look to clean up the issues on 3 and 4, and Optic will look to keep it going the exact same way it did, as they walked away with a 200-192 victory to kick off the winners bracket final, but back into a break off and into the action. Shotzzy looks to get blowing forward. He'll get cut down.
Yeah, 2 of the better maps these next couple for FaZe. See right there, 5 and 4 on the year. Much better than what they're Scar Overload and Colossus. It happens to the best of the best.
That just made everyone that plays ranked or anyone at home feel a lot better.
Yeah.
It happens to all of us. Hercules head a little bit too fat.
Maybe the mullet got caught.
Yeah. Might be exactly that. FaZe finding all the kills there with 15 or so remaining on this, as they'll have Optic spawning where they want them to set up for second. You see Mercules' stats top left of Exposure Hardpoint this season. A 1.2. Very, very good, and he'll look to replicate that. Trying to deal with a 4, a little jump peek from Dashy, able to do it. Next hard point up, nobody able to dip a toe in yet. FaZe will be here first, just waiting on the nades, I think, to go, and then get on the point.
Well, those were the moments FaZe were so good at, but you see Dashy, he actually spawns behind them, so you're gonna reposition if you're 0-4, hoping for some cleaner shots. You just want Hoops just trying to distract, allow his teammates to get into a spot, and then he's going to come back and rip you. That's going to be 3 dead. Optic have spawns, 4P3, 30 seconds left here.
And that's an example like where, yeah, like a trophy can just be the difference. Like a 4 might walk away with a kill or 2, but he's just stunned 3 times. Nade's hitting him, nothing he can do. Good utility usage there from Optic.
Yeah, and I'd have to see how Dashy spawns up there, but you might have just had nobody blocking. So fundamentals need to be on point here for FaZe. So far, not happening.
No, this is the exact spot where they struggled in the winners final. Made it so hard for themselves to get into a good position. And when they did break into this P3, they could never walk away with that double kill. One of the subs could not make the play. So far, though, in this final, the subs have been able to do that. We'll see if there's a difference here.
Now, 04's going to go all the way around. It's the first P3, so no trophies, but the nades not going to connect in 04. These are get picked up by Hook. Simp shots are in, but he is by himself.
Wong going to spawn in the back. That'll be 04. He's going to pinch this down. Simp's going to be there as well. How will the timing go? Well, it's not going to matter. It gets picked up by Optic. They'll get all 4. Beautifully done. Flip him into the back. And now this is exactly where they beat him up in the Winners Final.
This is when Optic gets scary, right? You're playing into their hand. You're getting spawned all the way out. You need the kills now. There is 2. You're going to fight for this scrap time. But you might get done by Dashi. He's got a little bit of help from Shotzzy. You see FaZe. They're going to try flying quickly across the map. But Optic not going to allow that to happen.
You get some needed kills for FaZe.
Could have been worse.
Yeah, not much worse. You're going to get 1 to spawn at ult, so that'll be Hook in behind. We'll see if that gets picked up or he just plays disruption here. And I don't think so either. The timing of the spawn was absolutely insane. Right as knew it was about to pop. So he's going to get a freebie. That's going to break up the push. 04 trying to get to the back, finding the kind of clearance he's gotten here with Drazah now. Optic cruising though so far, up 50, looking to take their first respawn. The communication now from Optic Texas.
Let's left. Okay. Front shot, one shot. Nice, two dead. I'm shot in front. Yeah. They're gonna be left. Top ring, Abuza, one shot. Abuza, one shot, top ring. Dead. Another one behind you. Charlie front. Nice. Okay, bomb. Okay, one R ring. Wall bang him. I'm trying. He's gonna go along. Where you might Colin? He's on time. Third corner. Set. That's him. They're all dead. I'm one shot. I'm nading time. Top server. Okay, nice.
Jump shot.
Try to buy time out. I naded it. Shot at her. They're gonna play land.
Oh, top server. Okay, one's our top server. 04. He's still top server.
Okay, we gotta get him.
He's still top. Just gonna hurry.
Todd, I got the guy server. Go. Yep, server boxing all time.
Oh, Boost is on time. 1 HP. They're gonna push me out. One's pushing me out, I think.
Yeah, nading time as well. Try nading time as well. Mid alley. Iron up and get mid, boys. They're in our ship. It's top ring. Spawn killing.
Top ring. Ross. Just living top ring.
Well, fortunately for Optic during that listen, it was pretty much all FaZe. I think you heard the frustration in dealing with Simp. I think he got called out one shot about 4 or 5 times and still walked away with kills. And after that whole FaZe right back into it.
Yeah, I mean, you needed that, but that was a perfect P5 out of FaZe. 120 points here for Optic Texas, so almost halfway there. They're going to regain control to P1. It was such a good P3 and P4. They still have this lead, but a couple of streaks going to end here for FaZe.
Yeah. I mean, it's coming out of the P3 and P4 again. I mean, it usually does on this map, but that's going to be the big pain point for FaZe. We'll see if Optic can replicate what they did the first time through. Drazah struggling so far on this one, but outside of that, pretty balanced line from the FaZe side. Abuza has the Hellstorm. We'll see when that comes into play. Nice little snap considering there. And can't get the kill, but Drazah will clean it up.
And I think that's just bait to Paleata if they do flip you again at this P2. Just you are going to be the first players here. But Mercules is already going to be topside, just kind of lurking there. I love this play from him. But he's going to put some shots in, not find the kill. And Drazah's like, where is this guy? But Hook's going to go all the way on the long route. Does Optic try to break this again? And well, they should.
Hook wins a big one against the Boost on the other side of it. 04 gets 2 to maybe allow.
There's the streak.
Okay. Same streak's probably to come in. Here it is. A big moment in this one. Optic have done job 1. They still want to try and flip them out like they've done so beautifully the last couple of times through. The streak pays off, clears the map. Safety in the back is Abuza, making sure nothing wonky on the spawn front. And Simp is pushing things all the way out. Still 20 seconds here, though, so you have more time if you're Optic.
And well,
he's obviously on top of somebody.
And that is just what the streak kind of does. You earned that at that P5. It was flawless. You soaked up all that time if you were Abuza. That's why he's got over a minute. Some big kills here, though. 10 seconds. Optic's going to be pushed up past the mid-map. So they should have instant pressure at this P3.
And what do we chat about Abuza and how good he has been here this weekend outside of the Optic matchup? Doing much better this time. Leading in the hard point. Right there in kills, got the streak. Massive gunfights though now at the P3. FaZe trying to not get just buried this time through. Optic in a much different situation. Here comes the next wave though.
Yeah, you hit the trophies, that's a big difference. And now you're gonna slide out, the timings work for FaZe. Shotzzy is there, the last player alive will be Mercules, and you're going to try and flip, but I think it's a little bit too late. I think they know he is here, Sim's gonna pick it up.
Yeah, no, the trophies did their job there. You heard them just going up over and over and over again. And you need, I mean, a lot of times you need the utility to hit, like a nade pick or nade damage to get in.
Abuza might get another Hellstorm here. He's on 6 in a row, earning some more time. And yeah, he's got that. It's Draza who takes him down. You take the lead at this P3. Can Optic now get out and give them a shot at this P4?
This is the first time FaZe Vegas have found success on this 3-4 throughout this matchup between this and the winners final. They're ahead on rotation. Sim, first fight, deals with Mercules. Abuza has been the hot hand, and he's still shooting Dashy, just cut down as he tries to get in position. Still the streak to work with. Now to 04, trying to push it out as much as he can. Nice movement there to win the gunfight. Just gravy for FaZe. Approaching 200 points, and they could do no wrong this time on rotation. Getting towards the back is number 4 in Dashy. Picked up and not dealt with though. Dashy, incredible shots and movement there.
Yeah, I guess the best thing here for FaZe is there's only 25 seconds left, but you would love to have it with the Hellstorm. You probably put this game away, but Optic know this. They're going full throttle to get onto this hill. The trades are in. Well, back to this P5.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be like a perfect 60, but an insane gunfight win from Dashy in the back. Again, so he just pre-aimed there. Dashy's going to have those plays sometimes, but all right. Last time at P5 is where was what brought FaZe back into the game. Nearly a perfect hold here. They had trouble dealing with Sims last time through. Might be 04. That's fine in multis. 04 and Sim light up the feed. 04 on 30 and 21.
Well, and I think when we were in that listen, it was there's a guy server room, there's a guy server room, and well, 04 is back to server room, and he's on another 4 spree. The P5 has been unbelievable out of FaZe. Maybe the best couple of P5s we have seen on the year, and 04's on another streak.
No, 100%. I mean, usually it's money hills for 3 and 4. It's been a money hill for them at number 5. Streak continues. You already have one for Abuza. 04 not going to come away with his hoop. Will put him down. 20 seconds remaining here is Optic will try to fight for all this time. They clear the board.
Still in it.
And you're absolutely right. Still in it.
It's similar to map 1. You looked at this scoreboard and you're like, how everyone is negative. That you're getting destroyed in the kill column, but it does not matter. You have a chance.
That's how good Optic are. Literally how good they are. I know they're not winning right now, but that's insane. Getting fried, but still a chance to win the map. Sim, 90 seconds to the hard port, approaching 30 as well. Not missing, just gunning as the 5 spree comes to an end. A few more seconds, they take the 3-1 edge. The map is done. FaZe take all 3 respawns so far.
Yeah, just like we thought.
Yeah, not at all.
Well, for 04 and Abuza, they are 1 away from finally capturing that first title in so many finals last year.
You know, yeah, we joked, like, listen, as much as like Simp has the highest tournament win percentage of all time, tournaments entered, tournaments won, he is number 1. But what do we look at? We look at the second places. And then, the Silver Surfers the last year, I'm thinking, all right, well, we're just looking for more seconds. But here they are on the cusp of getting the first win for Abuza in 04. And for Simp shutting up a lot of people that bring up, you had Sally, you had Abizi all this time. No Cell, no Abizi. Close to another win.
Yeah, well, he's got an 04 to Abuza. I mean, plus 13 from Abuza, plus 12 again from 04, leading the kill column, but it is Simp's damage. And I just think that streak, that P5 was so good. Abuza only was on a 4 spree, but he earned around a minute of time. And then, all right, you're put into a bad spot at that second P2. The Hellstorm bails you out.
That was the turnaround play. And then, yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't think the P5s were going to be our conversation at the end of that. It's not usually, but that was insane. I mean, that listening to me, the listen-ins have been so good with Optic. That was one of the first, like, I mean, to be fair, it was a listen-in while they were getting slammed at that P5, but it was just like one shot, slipping away, slide challenge. You could hear the frustrations, couldn't deal with it, and even the Titans could be frustrated. You heard it there.
Yeah, now we got to see if they bounce back with another search again. Can we keep going?
Optic fell short in Major 1, close to doing it again here, but don't count them out yet. If things start clicking, they might make the run. Before we continue on, Des, talk to us about the last couple.
We're not even nervous over here, are we, Birmingham? We're going to a game 7 now, 3-1. What a start here for FaZe, and we don't normally take a map 4 break. So, Allie, this is a little special treat for us, and I don't think any of us predicted that Optic would lose all the respawns and win the third to destroy.
It's literally opposite day. And what's so crazy about this is during that hard point, it was within, well, like 50 points throughout the majority of this, even at 1.10 going into that 200 mark. And usually, I mean, the crowd is dead silent. You can drop a pin in here. That is something that I am not used to when Optic is on that stage, regardless if they're in the lead or not.
It's quieter than Kitchener on a Thursday.
Yes.
In here, legitimately, considering that this place is standing room only, but that's just what FaZe is able to do when they start gunning out of their shoes like that, man. Abuza and 04 just continue to impress with their respawns.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they had about a 2-minute stretch there at the end of that game that was poetry in motion, set up by 04. I mean, you saw it on the P5, gets up top window, finds a couple of kills, and then the absolute demon trap. Drazah just hard blocking and FaZe streaking. The guns are hot, their brains are working in the overload. They're checking every corner. And why this is so important is they have the opportunity to close it out on S&D, because we know that Den Overload, that's got Optic's name written all over it.
It does have Optic's name written all over it, but it is opposite day. And it is opposite day. So Optic might take the search and destroy, and then FaZe might close down the Den Overload. I think the most impressive thing for me so far is how consistent 04 has been across all of the games in this final. That was my biggest worry coming into this, with that consistency. It's on that main stage. Was he going to be able to continue to put up those numbers? And he exceeded expectations. He drops 30 alongside Abuza, who is just, I'm never spawning in against that guy on exposure, I'm telling you right now. But this was the real story. FaZe going up 2-0 on this Den Overload, Starload, excuse me, and then going to close down that overtime. Abuza with the ice to get that final kill.
FaZe is the only team that went to a game 5. They're the only team to win a game 5. Can Optic force a game 6 tonight, Nameless?
They're going to have to change their approach here. I mean, even in this overload, they've done so well thriving in chaos, Shotzzy making heroic plays, but FaZe have clearly had a discussion, Alan, about checking your corners. There were 3 or 4 instances where Shotzzy, the hero plays, they still go his way. The one on 04, when he slides bottom blue. The one where Drazah checks the P2 corner. And then the final one where Mercules gets picked by Simp. FaZe clearly talked about it.
Yeah, keeping the game in front of them, right? I mean, that's where they've really suffered in the past. I think especially looking at that overload loss streak that I mentioned at the top of this overall grand finals. The 5 losses in a row came on a variety of maps, and mostly it was because they were getting caught by surprise. So you keep that out of the realm of possibility and you profit. But things to look for this surge, FaZe were miserable offensively in post plants, especially at A. So there are going to have to be a lot of changes for FaZe in this map.
Yeah, just let's not plant the bomb. Let's get bottom window, get some kills first. A is kind of wide open, but yeah, it should be an exciting one. Optic have the advantage here.
FaZe, the job is not done yet. You still need to win another map. On the other side, you got to stop Abuza and 04 from lifting the trophy if you're Optic. Let's take a look at the man who can help you get the job done. He dropped 13 kills in the first search and destroy. Taking over the map was Shotzzy, causing chaos the second time around on Raid. On the other side, you got Mr. Lair dropping a 1-2-4 ADR.
I mean, it feels like a perfect comparison. I mean, both these players have just been absolutely balling throughout moments in this series. I mean, Shotzzy, when he got that 5-3 on that overload, I thought it was over. I thought he was calling game, and then you get the miracle kill out of Drazah and Abuza. But Simp, I mean, he's been doing it not only all series long, he's been doing it all weekend. He's been doing it all split. This is the guy that wants to take home a chip.
We need to put the snipers on the screen because we're going to exposure. We haven't seen a crazy sniper battle all tournament long, but with Abuza and with Dashy, with that trophy on the line, this map, we should get some crazy snipes.
FaZe walking back to the stage. It is all smiles for Drazah, nothing but focus on the face of 04. And I am so curious to see the focus on Abuza's face, because after their most recent win, the man was elated. He knows how close he is to lifting his first ever trophy. It is time for another game as we get back into the action.
I think for Optic, there are a lot of teams across from them on the main stage that could get shook in this moment. They could get phased by this moment. Unfortunately for them, Simp and Draws are absolutely two that do not give a shit. And then you just look to what a big year it was in development for 04 and Abuza last year. All those second places, yes, they got 4-0 twice, but by the time it came down to that grand final, hell, that was a winnable final of champs for them last year, an incredible series against Optic. So they've been in this position. They're not shook by the moment either. This crowd's not rattling them. They're in control. They're looking to close it out.
Yeah, but they know, I think they, and we know how quickly it get out of control when it gets flowing.
Yeah, we do.
They're probably thinking, let's close this out here in 5. You're on an exposure, search and destroy. Heard the Desk talk about it. I think one of the keys, what really has always been the key for FaZe, why they've been in such a tough matchup for Optic the last couple of years since Shotzzy's been in the league, is they keep Shotzzy in front of them, right? And they did that in the respawns, but the search, he got loose.
He did. He got loose and absolutely took over. But Twin is on fire right now, leading in kills, leading in KD. Second in damage, plus minus. Hardpoint KD first. I mean, 04 is, I don't know who's the bigger X-Side for him and Draza on this team, but they've both been doing it, but 04 especially has been insane.
Well, I think, I mean, we know the position that he plays, his play style, if he's doing that, they're winning.
Well, and that's kind of what we touched on at the beginning of this, or back to the winners final. Like, the turnaround for FaZe over these past few weeks seems to be playing around 04, and he's been finding a lot of success. That wasn't the conversation in the winners final whatsoever. Nobody really got going, especially Simp and 04 couldn't really find success. They've been having their way in the respawn, but not the respawn now. It's a search and destroy is, well, Optic getting second in that winners, or second in the final of Major 1. Couldn't win a search. This time they're gonna win all the search and destroys, trying to flip the script. But that's why they're such a threat. They can get it done across all game modes, but it's gonna be pressure to this man. The search and destroy Messiah looks to pop off here in the map 5.
Yeah, you're looking at him, and yeah, then the snipes. What is gonna be the impact? You know Dashy's gonna want to get involved. The way he started that map number 4 was great. He was like 20 and 18 at 2 minutes in the hill. The guy seemed pissed, was winning a lot of gunfights. So look to him to set these rounds up.
04 gonna be the lone man B side, just playing deep. They're thinking retake here. As you can see, the other 3 of FaZe Vegas, it's all gonna be a clearance on A as they wrap through. What does 04 find, or does he at least just stay up until the help gets here? Here's Impo on 1, he's gonna try and thread the needle. What a play, what a play. There's 1, gonna turn heads, get the second, gets a third. 04, he is juiced.
I was just say, give him all 4, and well, right off spawn, he just goes in the corner, but this is not done yet. Shotzzy somehow still alive in that smoke. All the players just trying to find him. And there we go. What a read, what a play. The patience, a masterpiece of a round out of 04.
Yeah, if there's a smoke out and Shotzzy's still alive, round isn't done. That guy pulls off some insane stuff, but the play is here. Trigger discipline in the back line.
Dashy's got to be weak from shots, and Hook's like, oh, they're behind. He's behind me? Okay, I'm dead.
Perfectly timed, right as the other 3 start to collapse and get some damage in. Round 1 to FaZe. Is that just something where you've got to do a better job clearing the back?
Nah, I mean, that's a credit spot. I mean,
yeah.
Maybe after this, yeah, you start to clear that.
Not again. Let's see what the FaZe offense looks like. It is a 4-man hammer out towards B. Lone guy deep is Mercules for now, but there's a quick transition across. Everybody to be here and grouping up. Plank going down, can he get away with his life? Plan is in, Draws is gonna get the blood as well. Dashy trying to trade this out. Able to do that, but if the second peak is gonna get dropped as well. Mercules damage in. Oh, incredible win there. Trying to chase him down, Simp lost the line. Mercules with that opening damage, able to finish the kill. Round to Optic.
Mark goes down, you lose the round. Crazy. He is not right there. He finds the double with the pistol. I mean, just some unbelievable headshots out of that first. And then just great finesse, because Simp is here. But Abuza, he's got the pistol. He's sniping. Adios, friend.
Oh, yeah, that headshot was crazy.
Simp finds Hook, and then you just don't know where this man went.
Yeah, I mean,
yo, Brandon Williams, what's up, bro? You grinding on Fortnite right now? Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah, bro. I hope you get the dubs, bro.
More plays like that. But yeah, his answer, maybe FaZe just don't
play OG?
Well,
or are you playing
that was giving them troubles. That time they switched it up to win B.
What's that first person one? Tactical? Thank you, bro. Thank you. I might go help my pops out with this storage. If not, then yeah, I'm gonna be doing some Adobe and then we'll be gaming.
At a time. They're not out yet. Swap off snipe to the AR for Dashy.
Get those dubs,
Once
bro.
again, the pressure for Optic building over towards B. Defensive setup very different for FaZe, but out of play for now is going to be 04. Could not be more different for him defensively this time.
Yes, a much different look here for FaZe, but again, you have so much pressure through dirt. You know where this is happening. So another retake at this B bomb. Looking for the nades, stuns to connect, and then maybe 04 can go. Here we go. It's his nade.
He gets some damage in. Trying to set up the other side. Who's going to get a kill? 4 trying to get there in time, but all the fights are going down. Gonna form in the playmaker again. Through the smoke, fire and flame. Trying to find the opening. Chasing one down. Damage is in. 25 seconds and dwindling. 04, 2 in the round. One player left to deal with. Chasing it. A ring around the rosy we go. Damage is in. And finally 04 closes. Back-to-back defensive rounds. 04 able to get 3. We were waiting for it to be him, but he eventually got there.
Yeah, these rounds at B are a complete shit show. Both of our teams smokes down, trying to finesse a ring around the rosy, just trying to do what they can. But yeah, it was 04 in his plays. Mercules wanted that one for 2 back-to-back clutches. But 04 has been so darn good.
04 looking for his first tournament win. Are you looking for his first tournament MVP? This man has been unbelievable in this final. And they're now 4 rounds away from a championship. 7-2 start for 04. Who will be the answer for Optic? Who will get an offensive round win?
Yeah, we're gonna plant the bomb again.
Let's leave it this one. Might be the play for FaZe.
Actually got to be careful here. I thought that nade was going to land at his feet. He's going to back away with that snipe. You do have Simp lurking top side of the map. See what that engagement is like, and Dashy says hello. I'm going to take that first blood.
Hits the blood. Shotzzy weak. 04, another massive one, but it is traded out. Activating on one side will be Simp. Trying to win on the other side is Abuza. All going to be on Simp now. Able to take out one. Checks it, nobody home, but after the check, he is punished. And again, the defense holds strong. 2-2.
Starts with Dashy with that first blood. Then everyone has to reposition. And you're worried about the bomb. Simp is sort of the closer in that. He's hoping it's a 1 versus 1, even a 1v2. He's got a good shot at winning that through that pinch. But he needed a little bit more time. His teammates could not give it to him.
Yeah, similar to the last round where by the time 04 got there, still had a presence on the other side. Not the case this time for Simp. Too good of Optic there to eliminate the opposite side of the setup. That is what we're battling for, a peak at the Major 2 trophy. FaZe Vegas looking for their 4th straight Major 2 win. 04, no blood this time, it's Shotzzy, and that's the guy you gotta get going. Took over in the map 2. Dashy had the blood in the last round with the snipe. He's looking for our openings here.
Yeah, I mean, I love the confidence by hoping he's got a little bit of help or a stun or a nade to connect. Instead, it's to be a first blood for Shotzzy and a bomb down. Now you're gonna get into your setup, and well, the double chow is there. But the teamwork on point. Mercules, he's gonna find the first Shotzzy repositions. Just like that is Abuza left in a 1-on-3.
Best of luck with this, pistol out.
Yeah, I mean, one guy's on top of the map.
Oh, nearly a quick, so misses that by a sliver, but Optic get the round win. They go back to back and take the edge. And I thought after Dashy got caught, maybe things get interesting with the support from Mercules and Shotzzy.
Yeah, it's just really about where Mercules is, because Shotzzy is in that corner, and I think that's who they're going to double chow, right? He gets right off that bomb, but yeah, box control, it is just an easy reposition for Mercules. He has his back.
Edge to Optic. Mercules leading it on one side, 04 on the other. 04 leading the way. He's the bomb carrier on the opposite side. It'll be Simp on this side of it. 04 trying to get active early. Able to trade that out at least and stay up for now. On the long push through, you've got 2 players. That'll be Hook and Shotzzy. Dashy's got to stay alive till they get there.
Yeah, I thought that nade was going to land right on top of him, but just missed him. And well, his nade is a money. So that's going to be the info, but it's smoked down, but you see that player gets off the bomb. So now things get interesting. Dashy has to get away with his life. He's getting hunted. There's still 50 seconds, so FaZe have time to do what they want.
I mean, what an aid. It just delays everything. He would have had a plant in already. Now it's going to come through, but at least a little closer in position now. Our Optic will be able to apply pressure here without like 15 seconds being off of this post-plant clock. Dashy saw a sliver, can't hit. Up over the top goes Hook. Abuza wins a massive one. Shotzzy though, through the backside, opens things up. It's all going to be on Abuza now, trying to finesse. Wins the gunfight. Oh my lordy, Abuza goes huge.
And I thought they kind of scammed that round, honestly, because there was a great timing for Shotzzy on the pinch through server. One player gave it up. I think it was 0-4, and he gets caught. I thought it was done with. But Abuza's shots, unreal. He wins the round.
Every time the bomb's planted here, it's just insane. Absolutely insane. No team able to find separation in this map 5. Abuza struggling a bit there. He struggled in the map too. But now with 3 straight, getting into the mix with a huge clutch. Maybe that gives him some life in the search and destroy. Bomb player on an island now for Optic. Joe, what are you seeing from this FaZe setup?
I mean, just very, tight-knit, just trying to find info and really just giving up B. And well, the timing in the middle of the map that time for 0-4 goes his way. So they hang out for around 30 seconds. They don't see anything. Shotzzy's going to try to answer back, but he's got to be very careful because Droz is going to wrap all the way through. Now they're going to try to isolate him, and that's exactly what you do.
Zero hesitation. Don't let him get away. Dashy can't hit the shot. He will get dropped too. 1 versus 4 now. Damaging all of them, but not going to be enough. Simp closes. It's now FaZe go back to back, and they take the edge. But what a blood from 0-4.
And it's been all about the retakes at this B side. We've seen so much at A throughout the weekend. This reminds me of like our kickoff tournament, right? That first default all over towards B, these 4-on-4 skirmishes. Really neither attacking team able to find much success.
Just no hesitation though on the push through and isolation to take control of that backside. FaZe, beautiful job there. Now 2 rounds away from a championship. Pressure to Optic once again.
I went to get the puff though, I couldn't find it.
Mostly found success here on defense. Can they hold one more time? Nades just a little early. FaZe staying up for now.
Well, you're aggressive. You are so aggressive from Optic through Solar side. 0-4 is the one lurking.
Yes, got him.
The only guy at A was hoping that nade catches Dashy, but you see the rotation from both teams back towards this A site. Trying to catch them, trying to spot them, and well, at least you have a trade.
And for 0-4, at least you got one. Both teams got to do their job. Simp can't get away from the plant. Advantage now to Optic. Keep an eye on number 5. Abuza brings it to a 2 versus 2.
They just got to find Draza, right? Where is Droz? You know where one is, but where is the other? And Droz is going to back up, play a corner, but you can see what Optic are doing, trying to find this guy, but trying to give him 2 1 versus 1s. Now it's down to Abuza. You know his location, you run right at him, but you got to win the gunfight. Mercury's out. 1 versus Abuza.
Stick it. Stick it.
And well, he's going to go for it, but Abuza might check it.
Did he get it? Did he get it? He got it! He got it!
That's crazy. That's why you stick. That's why you stick.
Are you
that looking
kidding
around.
me?
That was crazy.
Well, trust his instincts, trust the crowd.
Well, I think
they got his back.
I think he's just thinking about chase this. It's like unwinnable. My only win here is to stick this.
By a frame.
And I think Abuza had the chance to get the angle and win it, but he had a clutch early, maybe a little bit of a choke there. 4-4.
Now you're just playing the 50-50, and well, Didn't think he was going to stick it in this environment, but 0-4 has owned this on defense the last couple of rounds, but it's been about the trades, this mid-map aggression now here for Optic.
I cannot believe no one else died in that sequence. Like, I thought Zip was going to be dead or Dashy was going to be dead. 3 versus 3.
And we're back to B.
This is where the party has been. Let's continue to party. Nades in, plant in. Shotzzy avoids it. Damage in. What a win that is. Just Buddy hopping and taking it. Abuza, his chance to maybe clutch again, but they're chasing him down and dropping him. Back to back for Optic now, but it all starts.
It's so funny. It's opposite for them right now.
On Mercules in the previous round.
I don't know if that is an AR from Simp, but if it is, that is so impressive from Shotzzy. The initial shots, we know he's the movement king. Jumps backed up. And he is perfect to give them that man advantage. And when he has been winning a couple of gunfights throughout these searches, it has been automatic wins for Shotzzy.
Simp's like, boys, I'm playing whack-a-mole. Map point for Optic. Can they do it on offense? Or are we going? Or on defense, we're going to around 11-04. It's not so much success, and it continues here. Finds one. Optic completely wiped off the board. All on Dashy. 1 versus 4. He's in a triangle of FaZe players. Wins another one. Can't finesse. We're going to a round 11 to decide the series.
Well, that got interesting. I mean, for Dashy, because 0-4, I think he was going to score an overload, y'all. I don't know where he was going all the way through Zing. I thought he was going to turn around and help, but you can see if he gets out there, maybe a chance, but it's the early aggression right through mid.
For the boys, I got to score.
Yeah, not sure if they had a trophy down or what, but you just had no info on that if you were Optic, and they made you pay.
Is it one more round, or do we continue on a massive, monumental round 11 here at Major 2? Offense to the Optic side. Dashy with a big stick out, and he gets ripped. Abuza gonna lace him.
Well, they're just trying to pressure Mercules. They're trying to end this right now. Simp, though, did a back away, stun out. Keep that man advantage, but look at Hook. Hook has gotten through.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I'm not sure that timing was with 0-4.
It looks like I got Con to be picked up. Maybe?
I don't think so.
I don't know. It looks like maybe. I can't tell if they are aware this might be open.
But they don't know what force here, right? Because Hook's through. So they have no idea. So it's a 2 learned players, and then they turn around. And here we go, all down to Mercules again.
He has been Mr. Clutch. He's got to walk away with a 1v3 here. What a moment it could be. Sorry, 1v4. Not going to happen. And for the first time, Abuza in 0-4 gets their championship. And for Simp, no easy, no sell, no problem. FaZe Vegas take Major 2.
And it's the double-digit duo in 0-4 and Abuza to seal it. They put up 24-25 in this map number 5 to seal the deal. And it's Abuza's first blood on a Dashy. I mean, Dashy couldn't even react.
Absolutely laced. Absolutely laced. Abuza. What a bounce back search and destroy after struggling a bit in the map too. What a fight. And what a moment, especially for 0-4 and Abuza. You talk about the extension of Simp's legacy. It's the beginning for 0-4. The beginning for Abuza. FaZe Vegas are your Major 2 champs, so let them know. Now you can let them know.
Unbelievable. Sim, what is it like to prove everyone wrong here?
Oh, it felt great. I mean, I feel like, I don't know, it got a little bloody there during some of those maps, I can't lie. But, I mean, this event was sick, bro. Thank y'all for the all support, the ones that actually were. And, I mean, we're fucking on top.
You are on top. I need to have a word with the CEO of Optic. How does that trophy feel?
It feels great, man. We put a lot of hard work, and even after we got 3-0'd, I knew we were going to come back, or 3-1. I knew we were going to come back and win this tournament. I run that fucking org. Don't forget it. You guys had one good year, and I'm feeling great, man. We put a lot of hard work into this. I feel like the coaches stepped up big time. We've all put in a lot of hard work for our personal lives and in game, and I couldn't be more happy to win with these two. And let's see how I do. They're him.
Let's see where you go from here. I've got to come between you boys now. Abuza, last year, 4 second places. What is it like to finally be a champion?
It's fucking insane. It's fucking insane.
And I'm going to just hand the microphone to your teammate. O4, this is your first win, isn't it?
Yeah.
How does it feel?
Fucking amazing, bro. Out there last year, 0 for 5. Bro, thank God, bro. I have the best teammates in the world, and we fucking did this shit.
And here's the thing, O4. This isn't just your first tournament win. This is your first MVP win! How are you managing to mount the competition every single time?
You know me. We're just gonna keep blitzing their ass and keep doing our shit, bro. I appreciate everyone showing out.
Please, Birmingham, show your appreciation. One last time, please. Your CDL Birmingham Mega 2 champion, it's FaZe Vegas!
Congratulations to FaZe Vegas, the first trophy for 0-4 and Abuza after so many attempts last year.
We got blitzed. We got fucking blitzed.
Yeah, congrats to FaZe, man. Tough, obviously a very impressive split from our boys, but tough way to end it. Obviously, we wanted to take that one home.
That was nice.
Well, titties. That fucking sucks, doesn't it? That fucking really sucks. Yeah, we're going to do power rankings now after this.
That's going to be a real fucking blast.
Right now, FaZe got to give it to him. Number 1.
100%.
Yeah, bro.
Just won the grand final.
They did their big one. Congrats.
Homework done.
Joe Brady.
Get the pics.
I'll probably go to the storage. If not, then I'll be back on.
Guys, thank you for hanging out with us all weekend long. This was not the end we wanted, but seriously, your love, support means the world to us. So thank you. I know it's tough right now.